Hi, everyone, and welcome to Morning Coffee Break. Gotta have that coffee. How's everybody doing this morning? I'm hanging in there. I feel a little bit better. Um, it takes several days for us to get over mowing this yard, and then it's time to mow it again by the time we start feeling better. But, you gotta do what you gotta do, I always say. Um, anyway, today's Thursday, May 19th. Currently it's 69 degrees. The high today is going to be 83. There's a 60% chance of rain today. I really need some in my garden. Humidity is 81%. No winds, and air quality is 74. That's in the good, moderate range. Yeah, they really respond to rainwater. You can tell when you get a good rain, they'll grow some by the next day. Everything will. I mean, it just does a lot better. The tap water, has like chlorine and fluoride or whatever, all that stuff in it. Who knows what? And it's just not good to use it daily. But I mean, I can't store up enough to let it sit for up to 48 hours to evaporate that. I'm thinking maybe one day, if we can afford to, maybe I'll get some kind of way to collect the rainwater, uh, if there's enough to do so. They say it's not going to be a rainy year, I don't think. I think it's going to be kind of dry. Anyway, today there will be an Ask My Tablet. You sent in the questions, so I did ask my tablet. If you haven't watched it before, definitely check it out. It's something different, that I came up with that I don't think I've ever seen anybody do exactly what I do. I've seen them do something like it. Uh, you know, uh, they have topics, I think, that they ask about I've seen on some other channels, but they're not like where the viewers send in the questions or anything like that. That's the way I do it. But it's unpredictable. It's fun. It's funny. You learn something. You can actually learn something, and I love to learn new things myself. So anyway, I've been doing it for years. I just would like to see a lot more of y'all check it out and see what you think of it. I think if you watch it one time, that you will watch it every time that it comes on. I may do a jib jab today, and the reason being is May 26th is our 45th anniversary on May 26th. So I'm building up to our anniversary, and I'm going to be doing some. And, if I do one that says anniversary on it before our anniversary, then everybody thinks that day is our anniversary, which, I don't blame you. I probably would too. But, so I'll probably just do like regular ones with Joy and I, something like that, until not every day, every few days. And then on our actual anniversary, I'll do a anniversary one. But yeah, she's put up with me for 45 years. She's a good woman. Then, because she's been through a lot with me, and she's always been there by my side. 14 surgeries, her worried to death every time. I nearly died 3 times. She's always been there. She's been my nurse when I come home. I couldn't ask for a better partner. And she just, I could get teary-eyed talking about her. She just really has, been there for me through all this mess. I don't think I would be here right now if it weren't for Joy. Okay. So yeah, I'll probably do a jib jab. last night I fixed meatloaf with, I know I said chili yesterday, but it was kind of warm and stuff. Yesterday I think she decided that she would rather have I know she decided she'd rather have the meatloaf last night. So yeah, I'm used ground turkey. For stuff like chili and meatloaf and stuff like that, you can't hardly tell the difference in ground beef. I mean, you can tell a little difference, but I mean, that's the best way to use it is things that have a lot of flavor, you know, because it can be bland if you just browned it and just ate it browned, it wouldn't be that great. You have to season it really good and stuff. So anyway, we had some of those garlic mashed potatoes, those Hormel ones that we got at Grocery Outlet, and we were out of sour cream because Aldi was out of sour cream when we went last. So anyway, had some green beans with it too. And this time, the green beans from Aldi are usually really good. I mean, they tasted fine, but they had strings in them. I don't know if I ever remember there being really any strings in canned green beans. And I don't know why they were like that, but I can't eat the stringy things. I just can't eat them. I can't do it. When we have fresh green beans, we got to make sure we pull the strings, you know, off of them. But here's what it looked like. It was delicious. I mean, it really was. It was great. Okay. Tonight, then, we're going to do something probably a little easy. I'm just going to fix some of that red bag chicken. We don't have any buns. We got loaf bread, but I don't want to make a chicken sandwich like, you know, kind of like Popeyes is what I like to make with them, or Chick-fil-A. And I got to have a bun for that. I can't just do it on loaf bread. So I think we're just going to have the chicken breast because they're delicious any way you do them, whether they're in a sandwich or not. So we're going to have some of that, a piece of that each, and then we got some potato salad left over, and I think there's enough of it. If not, I might have to figure something else too. And then I'm going to fix some carrots to go with it. We got to have a vegetable besides potatoes. We eat too many potatoes. I just love potatoes. I really do. I love pasta, but I love potatoes more. I could do without pasta some. Well, I don't know if I could completely do without pasta, but it'd be hard to completely go without potatoes of any kind. And it may come to that one day because of the carbs. Okay. All right. It's time for today's tidbits. And I don't know, I sat on my glasses again. They may be better now than they look like they're straight now. But I sat right down on them. I'm really bad for that. And it just smashed them. I mean, the ear things, they were just, one was this way and one was this way. So I just bent them back, and it seems like it's not crooked now. So I don't know. Okay, today's tidbits. Rising temps affect chemical communications of organisms. Not cute. Researchers at Helmholtz Center for Environmental Research alerted that changes in temperature, CO2, and pH levels due to climate change, everything's climate change, impede the chemical communication among organisms. This communication mode helps organisms interact with each other, find food, and sense predators. Experts say the changes impact organisms' sensory systems. Study: Queensland trees die faster due to rising temperatures. Researchers have found that trees in North Queensland forests are dying twice as fast as they were in the 1980s due to the changing climate. Death rates of trees have doubled since 1984. As the atmosphere warms, trees lose more water, leading to a higher risk of death. The team expressed shock after detecting such an increase in tree mortality. And you gotta have plants to live. They make oxygen, you know, so it's not good. Spooky face shaped storm clouds form over Nebraska sky, and they had a little short video of this one. This picture, they could have done it better. You can't see the mouth of it. Like right down here, there was like a big mouth there. It looked like a scary face when they were driving. Yeah. It looked like a big old, not a smiley face, just like with a scarier mouth instead of being smiling. Lightning sparks fire at Great Sand Dunes Park, 80% contained. A lightning strike has been blamed for a fire at Colorado's Great Sand Dunes National Park and Preserve. The fire has burned over 300 acres and is about 80% contained. The traffic was diverted and the visitor center was closed before the park reopened at 8:15 p.m. Officials said crews will work through the night to completely put out the fire. Temperatures colder than space achieved in California tunnel. Scientists have achieved temperatures colder than much of the universe for the first time at a tunnel under Menlo Park in California. And that's where we lived when we lived in California, was Menlo Park. And our little house had the, like the Spanish tiles on it and stuff. It was made like in Spanish, like a Spanish architecture or whatever. And we had all along the backyard of not just ours, all the houses were pretty much the same on that street. There was lines of avocado trees at the back of the yards, all the way down through there. Somebody had planted one after another. And there were so many of them, we had to rake them up and throw them away. They would be all over the ground. I remember helping rake up, I was only about 7. I remember helping my dad rake up those avocados and having to throw them in the trash can. There were so many. Couldn't eat them. I mean, couldn't eat them all. There's no way. And that's something to have them, sitting back there like that. And in Florida, we had a banana tree and a grapefruit tree and a couple orange trees that would go out, the little miniature bananas. I remember having ice cream and Dad going out and getting those bananas and Mom cutting them up and putting in our ice cream. Okay, anyway, got off subject. Scientists have achieved temperatures, did I show it? Scientists have achieved temperatures colder than much of the universe for the first time at a tunnel under Menlo Park in California. The temperature was achieved using the LINAC coherent light source, or L something, a particle accelerator that slams electrons together. Scientists chilled liquid helium to minus 456 F to attain the temperature. Oh my goodness, that's cold. Now listen to this. Pakistani TikTokers blamed for setting fires amid heat wave. What? An unprecedented heat wave has been roasting Pakistan recently. Meanwhile, some TikTok users in the nation are being accused of setting forest fires for views. The strange trend of using fires as a backdrop for videos is being criticized by many. They say such actions are risky amid the hot and dry season. Some demanded new laws against such deeds. You reckon? Something's on my glasses. Hold on. Can't stand that. Okay. Phone overheating. Here's how to keep it cool on a hot day. I know I've heard iPhones heat up pretty fast. Your phone can easily overheat during warm temperature days, especially when you are outdoors. I've never had any problem with my Galaxy. And I have a Galaxy S21 Ultra 5G. I love it. It has clear, if you've noticed, it has clear video. It's like it records in HD. Bringing the phone indoors and placing it in front of a fan will help it to cool down. Consider ditching your phone cases made of hard plastic or metals which prevent heat from escaping. Use thermal covers which can reflect 90% of sunlight. If I didn't have a heavy-duty case on my phone, it would be broke. Right now, I promise you that. It's fallen. I've dropped it I don't know how many times. In this case, my cover is glass on the, on the front of it, and it's got some breaks in it. I need to get another one, but they're kind of expensive. But that's the best thing for me is the glass ones. The plastic ones, I can never get the bubbles out of them. Never. Ever. But the ones with the glass are pretty easy to get it right. SpaceX successfully launches 53 Starlink satellites into space. How many satellites do they send up? You know? Every time you turn around here, they're sending 50-some more back up. Well, a bunch of them got not blown up, but something happened to a bunch of them, if you remember. I remember talking about it. Okay. Had to replace them. SpaceX successfully launched the used Falcon 9 rocket carrying 53 Starlink satellites into space from the Kennedy Space Center in Florida at 6:59 a.m. EDT Wednesday. This marks SpaceX's third Starlink mission in 5 days. Following missions on May 13 and 14, nearly 9 minutes after liftoff, the rocket returned to Earth and made a smooth landing. That's cool that they're reusing them at least. Texas wildfires injures firefighter, force evacuations. They're having an awful time in Texas. A firefighter was injured as crews are battling wildfires across Texas that have burned over 10,000 acres. The Mesquite Heat Fire in Taylor County broke out Tuesday and has scorched 1,500 acres and is 5% contained. That's not much contained. It also forced officials to issue evacuation orders. The Coconut Fire in Wilburger County, which burned 9,000 acres, was 30% contained. Looks like they need some help. Send the National Guard in there or something. I don't know. Get it stopped, because these people are breathing all this stuff in, this smoke. I know Frugal Mama in the Woods, Beth, she's having trouble breathing and stuff. And I don't know if Diane Parker, how much she's affected by it where she lives, but, it's probably smoky about everywhere, I would imagine. Sandstorm in Dubai engulfs world's tallest building. Isn't that a kind of a creepy looking building though? I mean, I don't know. Kind of creepy looking. Burj Khalifa, the world's tallest building in Dubai, vanished as a gray layer of sandstorm swept through the region on Wednesday. The air quality index in the capital city of Abu Dhabi soared into the hazardous zone. Experts said that the Middle East sandstorms are becoming frequent and intense as climate change distorts the weather patterns. They started talking about climate change probably, I don't know, 20 years ago or something. Nobody ever really took it seriously, so now we're finding out the consequences. Okay, everybody, that's it for today's Tidbits, and that's going to be it for this morning's coffee break. I sure hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I hope you'll press that like button. Also, subscribe if you haven't already, and share this out. And hit that so you get all of my videos as soon as they come out. Everybody, thanks and have a great day. Remember, I got a super thanks button if you ever want to check it out. So, thanks for watching, everybody. I'm going to get out here and do something today. Yesterday, I potted up some of the plants that were left over. Six different things I potted. So I did something. But I still got a bunch more I got to pot up or do something with. I hate to throw a plant away. I just won't hardly throw a plant away. I'll put it in something, you know. So it's hard for me to thin stuff out there. I hate killing the little ones. So anyway, y'all have a great day and God bless.